Hello, welcome. This is Your Yoga Life, a YouTube channel for people who are experiencing perimenopause and menopause and want to use the framework of yoga and Ayurveda to support them in their self-transformation, self-realization, self-healing in this time, this season of life. And I am Vivian Wolf. I'm a yoga therapist and an Ayurvedic nutritionist. Today we're going to do a yin yoga class that focuses on the heart meridian. So in yin yoga, there's a lot of stillness, there's a lot of concentration on breath and sensation. So for this class, I'm going to invite you to use as many or as few props as you like. I'm going to be using some props. I like to use blocks and blankets and even a bolster, but if you don't have a bolster, you can use cushions off of your couch. You can stack up a pile of pillows, whatever you like, whatever you got. You don't need anything special or fancy, just something that's going to help you deepen into these poses without feeling like you're gripping or holding. I hope that makes sense. So let's just go ahead and let's get on into it. Let's get on the mat. So let's start in a seated position. You can sit up on a blanket if that feels nice, or you can cross your legs. You can sit in any position that's comfortable for you. Let the hands rest on the legs or on the knees. Soften the gaze or close your eyes. And just take a few long breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Start to take your awareness down. Down into the sensations of your body. So move out of your thinking mind and start to notice sensations on the surface of your body. Notice sensation inside your body. Take a little swallow. Feel the pit of your throat. And right where you felt that swallow, you might start a very slight constriction there as you breathe in and out through the nose. This is Ujjayi breath. If you've never done it before, you can start by just imagining that you're fogging up a mirror. That constriction that you feel there, that's what you want, the soft little closing off right here. Then seal your lips. Breathe through your nose. It might start to sound like ocean waves in the skull. We're going to continue this breath throughout this practice. So just take another round or two here, just practicing your Ujjayi breath. Always remembering that you can let it go, you can release it anytime it starts to feel overwhelming or if you feel like you're having trouble breathing. Good. We're going to move into our first pose. I'm going to just sit back a little bit here. Take the legs wide, and if you're seated up on a support like I am, you might consider putting something underneath your knees just to make sure you don't hyperextend your knees. The toes are pointed up. We're just going to walk our hands forward as far as it feels comfortable. Maybe you bring your elbows down. Maybe you bring a block underneath your forearms and rest here, tucking your chin to your chest. Maybe it feels nice to fold enough that you can put your head on a block. If you have a stack of pillows or if you have a bolster that's high enough, I'm going to turn mine sideways. You can pull it up against the body and drape over that. Just finding the support that feels good to you today. Also, I'm going to incline mine so I have a block underneath my bolster. And we're going to stay here just for another 2 minutes maybe. Keep breathing that Ujjayi breath. Finding stillness when you can. Slowly, slowly start to lift yourself up. Take your time. Moving the props aside. Use your hands to bend those knees. Plant your feet in front of you. A little wider than hip width if that feels okay. Lean back and then just do a little windshield wiper of the knees side to side. Maybe your ears want to go in the opposite direction. Then we're going to start to make our way into our next pose. In yin, it's called dragon. I've also heard it called lizard. It's a low lunge. And for this, you might enjoy having some props here as well. But come on into table pose to begin with. And you might want something underneath your knees. I'm going to bring blocks for my hands. And we're just going to shift the weight over into the left side so we can pull this right foot in front of us. And as we come into this pose, you want to be mindful that as we go deeper and deeper, your knee doesn't go too far in front of your ankle. Whenever we take it back and start to move into this kind of pose, we start to put a lot of pressure in the front of our knee. We don't need that kind of negativity in our life. So we're going to start here. So begin with your hands framing that right foot. Hips are reaching forward and down. Lift the heart. We'll take a little time here. And now if you like, you can take your right hand to the inside of your right leg. Let's start here with that knee kind of squeezing into the arm a little bit here. We're going to just spend a few breaths like this. And for the last variation of our dragon pose, you are welcome to turn that right foot out 45 degrees. Start to let that knee open wide. Maybe your foot rolls onto its side. Additionally, if you want to bring your forearms down onto the mat or onto blocks, you can do that as well. Keep reaching through the core, reaching through the spine We're going to stay here just for another minute or so. Breathe into this space. Keep that Ujjayi breath going. And slowly, slowly start to come back. Take your time. First, lift that knee back up. Bring the hands back underneath you. Then slowly, slowly bring your right hand to the outside, framing that foot. You can do a little rock back and forth if that feels good. Curl your left toes under. Lift that knee. Pull that right foot back. Come into downward facing dog. Spreading the fingers wide. Heart melting towards the back of the mat. Tailbone reaching up. Taking a few long breaths here. And with your next exhale, very slowly, slowly bring your knees back down, coming back to your table pose. And again, you can bring support underneath your hands if you like. Shift the weight over to the right side and pull that left foot in front of you. And again, take a moment here to find this pose for yourself. There is no rush. Make sure that you're protecting that knee by bringing it in line with the ankle or even a little behind it. And we'll spend another breath or two here, finding this pose with the hands framing the foot, heart lifting, hips sinking down. Good, and you can start to bring that left hand to the inside of that left foot. Pausing here before we take this a little deeper. We want to take a few breaths here. Just letting the hips again sink down. So we're holding that knee up against our left arm here. And we'll start to make our way into the final version. So you're welcome to stay here. You can also turn that left foot out 45 degrees and start to open that knee wide. The hips are still sinking straight down. Your hands can stay right where they are. You can bring the forearms down onto your blocks. I'm going to stay in this high setting here. Maybe your palms come together, but keep long in the spine. So we don't want to like round up in our back. We want to stay nice and elongated, breathing through the whole body as you continue this Ujjayi breath. Very, very slowly start to make your way back. Start by lifting the heart back up, bringing that foot back in line, lifting the knee. Moving your left hand to the outside of the left leg. Maybe you rock the hips back a little bit. Bring it forward, curl the toes under, lift the knee, and pull that left foot back into our downward facing dog. We'll take a few long breaths here in downward dog. Beautiful. Slowly, slowly bring your knees back down. Knees together or knees wide. Sink the hips back over the heels for your child's pose. You can just sink the head down. You can put your head on a block if that feels nice. Alternatively, if you want to make this even more gentle, you can bring your bolster between the knees and let the body drape here. We're only going to stay for about a minute, so find the variation that is really comfortable for you. Slowly, slowly start to lift yourself up. Remove any props that you have and start to make your way all the way down onto your back. Good. Pulling the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little hug here. Then hold on to your right knee. Take your left leg out long. Take another breath here. And then we're going to take this right knee over to the left side of the mat for a spinal twist. And again, you're welcome to use support here. It's great to use support here. Maybe you stretch that leg out and that's enough. Maybe you put something underneath your leg so that your leg can rest. Stretch that right arm out long. Maybe your nose starts to drift over to the right. Settle into a little comfortable stillness here. We're going to stay for about another 2.5 minutes. slowly, slowly make your way back onto the back. Take your time. Maybe you have to make adjustments so that you feel like you're laying in alignment here. And then if you're using support, take it to the other side so we can do the other side. Pull that left knee in, stretch your right leg out long. Take a breath here. And then when you're ready, take that left knee over to the right side, coming into your spinal twist. Make adjustments, add support until you feel comfortable in this twist. We're going to stay for a total of 3 minutes. Settle in and just breathe deeply with that Ujjayi breath. Good, good. Slowly, slowly make your way onto the back again. Making adjustments until you feel comfortable here. You can plant your feet. We're going to move into our final pose. So relaxation pose might feel nice with the feet planted or with your legs stretched out. Alternatively, you can bring some support underneath your knees. I'm going to use my bolster, but you can use whatever you have. You can also cover up. You can come into any other relaxing position that feels good for you, but make your final adjustments now and settle into this comfortable stillness. Really give yourself this gift. Allow the body to become still and the mind to become quiet. As each breath takes you deeper into conscious relaxation. I'll guide you back in just a moment, so enjoy the rest of this Shavasana. can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you like. And when you're ready to come back, start by bringing your awareness into your breath. Take a nice, long, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Start to welcome the body back with soft movement. Start with fingers and toes and let the movement grow into your wrists and your ankles and arms and legs, shoulders and hips. Keeping everything soft and easy as you enjoy movement in the whole body. Eventually making your way over to a fetal position on one side or the other. You can rest your head on your arm if that feels nice. Just pausing here. And then use your hands to help lift you up. Come into an easy seated position. Any position that's comfortable for you. You can even sit up on a blanket or a bolster if that feels nice. Let the hands rest on the legs or on the knees. Soften the gaze or close the eyes and take one more moment here to check in and notice. Notice the sensations happening right now in your body. Notice your breath. Notice how you feel. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's bring our palms together over the heart, Anjali Mudra. And here, let's take one last deep breath in together. Exhale, just let it go. Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. From my heart to yours. Peace. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video, for being a part of our community here on this channel. So this is the part where I ask you for a little bit of help. So if you don't mind, please consider subscribing to this channel if you are not already. Consider liking this video and sharing this video. There's a little share button, and when you click on it, it gives you an option to send it through social media. It gives you a link that you can email to people. But help me spread the word. This is a tiny little community, but it has room to grow. And if you want more yoga like this, if you want longer classes, if you want longer videos, then check out the links that are below in the description. I have an online studio where we meet together live, and then I record those videos for our library. You might consider that. I also have a free monthly membership where we meet once a month for free classes. So check everything out in the description below, and I hope that I see you soon in one of those classes. So until next time, mwah, 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 take really good care of yourself, okay? Okay, bye-bye.